Hey, 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 it's Chaos Queen here, and you're listening to the Geekcast Radio Network.
Hey, it's Mistress Carrie, and you are listening to Studio 2009.
Welcome back into our studio. You are now listening to Studio 2009, only on the Geekcast Radio Network. I'm, of course, TFG1Mike, and for our next Origins in Television today, I welcome ZeChaosQueen.
Hey.
Hey. And for a twist on the whole thing, we're both going to go through the TV watching Origins and more. I just launched this segment earlier.
You laugh.
That's right. So how are you doing, Chaos?
Been better, been worse, but I'm ready for this.
There you go. All right, folks, 30 questions, all about TV watching habits and more. Like I said, sure that's taken care of. There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm just going to give away my own age. One thing I love about being born in the year 1980, folks, is that I have a linear timeline. Being born in the 0 year means that every year number lines up. I don't have to worry about any weird mathematical year and whatever else. So I'm 0 all the way up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, whatever. So it's all in number line. Yay. And how this is going to work is ladies first. Did you grow up watching TV, and at what age do you first remember really noticing or falling in love with a TV show?
I kind of grew up watching TV. When I was young, I would watch the Saturday morning cartoons. And I would pretend to watch while my grandmother and my mother were watching the news. And I would watch like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune with my grams. But after a certain age, I just kind of stopped watching television. But I was really in love with a couple shows. The first show, super, super wholesome. I used to watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune with my grandmother and like those kind of TV shows. So that like really, like that fills me with warmth.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I did fall in love with a TV show that they were shown on reruns, Happy Days.
Mm-hmm.
Because my parents joked that my bio dad was Henry Winkler because my teeth were as fucked up as his were.
Oh, no.
In the front. Yeah. So they used to, I'm like, all right, I have to watch this. And so I did. And I kind of fell in love with the show. It was like about this, bad boy, that everybody perceived as this bad boy. There was really a decent guy who just wanted to help people.
Cool it! Yo, hey, I'm the Fonz, man.
Yeah, yep, the Fonzie. Hey.
Yeah, I love the Fonz. Yep.
But yeah, so there's that. And reruns, I'm going to, big, bold font, underlined, exclamation point, reruns. I'm not that old. But, yeah. Did you grow up watching TV? And at what age do you first remember really noticing or falling in love with a show?
Yeah, pretty much the same answer as you. I do remember watching Will. See, the thing with me is, and I think I've told this story on the show before, but I'll tell it again. Growing up in the southeast of Massachusetts, I lived in Kingston from the time I was born up until the time I was 13. And in New England at that time, how the news and everything else was run, was you had, I'm gonna cite a specific news channel, WCVB News Channel 5, Boston. You had the 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30 news.
Jeez Louise.
7 o'clock was Wheel of Fortune. 7:30 was Jeopardy. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock was whatever the prime time was. 10 o'clock to technically 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock was whatever the prime time was. 11 p.m. was news, and then 11:35 p.m. was late night Johnny and all Johnny Carson and all that. Yeah.
I don't remember Johnny, but Jay Leno.
What?
I remember Jay Leno.
How you not remember Johnny?
Well, probably because I'm not that old.
Having trouble divining this one? Yeah.
Sis boom ba.
Sis boom ba.
Describe the sound made when a sheep explodes.
Or I wasn't that into TV.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, Jay came, I think I'd have to look it up when Jay took over for Johnny, but no, throughout the whole 80s was Johnny Carson. I mean, Johnny started before then, but like, oh man, it was such a treat when my mom let me, because rarely did I ever get to stay up past 9 or 9:30, but when she let me stay up for the 11 o'clock news, I knew I was going to at least get to see Johnny Carson's monologue and maybe the first guest. If you got to stay up to see past the monologue and see the first guest, you knew you did something right.
Okay, well, I suffered from insomnia my entire life, so there were bits and pieces where I was awake and where I wasn't awake. And I mean, at that point, my favorite TV show was that ending where it's the American anthem or whatever with the flag, and then the
yeah, like this will now end our broadcast day.
Yeah,
and then it's yep.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then now 46 years later, all I can hear in my head is Billy Joel's song "Sleeping with the Television On." Because he had a song called "Sleeping with the Television On," and that's actually how the song starts.
I don't think I've ever.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you later.
All right.
But yeah, no, absolutely. But no, my 80s TV as a kid, man, oh man, it was like you said, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy with my grandmother. As time progressed throughout the 80s and 90s, my grandmother got so into Judge Judy. She got into all the judge shows, but Judge Judy, she got into all that. You get the daytime stuff with the soaps and all that stuff.
So funny though when you think about it. Like we came from the generation that would sit there and watch an episode of something and know that we have to wait at least a week for another episode. And then there was the spring ending or whatever, the spring break or the fall break or whatever, and we had to wait like many weeks for our next episode. And now, like, I mean, I don't think that there is a TV show out there that does that now.
No, they still do it.
Do they?
Oh yeah, they do it in different. I haven't
watched TV in so long.
Yeah, they do it in different ways. So there was, I forget what it was, but over the Christmas break, High Potential, which we will talk about later. High Potential did a little break in February. Went on like a 2-week break, which is why they came back March 6th at the time.
Right.
But yeah, no, it still happens. It just happens in different ways, and not a lot of people talk about it because you're right. Nowadays, we do have streaming, which will come up later.
Yeah, we just turn it on, and we can binge watch. And here we sit at 8 a.m. turning something on. We're going to watch this one episode, and then we're going to go along in our day. And here it is, 4 o'clock, and we're like, "Oh crap! I got to cook dinner."
Yep. And that's it's just the evolution of how television
It's amazing.
has come along all this time.
Yeah.
As a kid, how much TV were you allowed to watch? Did your parents sit you in front of the boob tube to distract you a lot?
I was allowed to watch whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, but I didn't turn on the TV. I mean, like, if the TV was on, unless it was Saturday morning cartoons, cartoons, that was me sitting like 6 inches away from the, at the time, the huge TV screen, 27 inches, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was that.
For me, it was here, kid, here's the TV. Go away, you bother me. No, it wasn't that. It was one of those things though where it wasn't that my mom sat me in front of the TV to distract me. It was I wanted to be watching TV she literally had to drag me away from the TV at times.
Wow.
I wanted to watch TV all of the time. There is a book out there in Bookland somewhere.
In Bookland.
It's an old book. It's an good old Stan and Jan Berenstain book. It's a Berenstain Bear book that I grew up with called Too Much TV. And it is the lesson about how brother and sister bear. It was the lesson of if you watch too much TV, it wasn't that TV rots your brains. That was don't tell mom the babysitter's dead, but it was, too much TV, too much of anything is too much of a good thing, and this, that, and the other thing, and everything else. But no, if I already had my homework done, or if it was the weekend, yeah, I did go outside and do other things, but because I had cerebral palsy, because I was born with a disability, I couldn't really go out and play sports like every other normal kid. And when I say normal kid, I'm looking at the lens of the quotes. I'm looking at the lens of I'm not a normal kid. I don't have a normal arm, a normal right arm that I can.
The people that are physically able to do sports.
Yeah, exactly. Versus me, who I wasn't. Yeah.
Right. And in the same kind of spectrum, I was born with a disease where my bones and muscles age very quickly. And I'm very, very fragile now. But when I was a kid, I knew that there was going to be a time where I couldn't do anything. There was no choice. I couldn't do any of this. So I did everything I possibly could. And that's why I hardly ever watch TV.
Yeah.
So anything and everything that I could do, I did it.
And now we just sitting in front of the tube, folks.
Yeah, pretty much. No. It's mostly HBO Max and YouTube.
Well, okay, but same thing, though. We'll get to that. We'll get to all the streaming stuff. What was okay, now I have quotes around this. Yes.
Well, you, as a kid, how much TV were you allowed to watch?
Oh, same thing. My mom let me watch anything and everything. It didn't matter what it was, because here's the thing. My mom and my dad, to a slightly lesser extent, because I come from divorced parents. My mom and dad divorced when I was 2 years old in 1982. And again, I've told this story plenty of times on the show before. And I was with my mom full time. Dad had custody whenever he wanted to, whenever he could. He was a working mechanic, worked all the time, and he lived in multiple different places and different areas and whatever else. And most of the time we were on weekends, and we would go out and we would do things that weren't TV related. We would go out and do whatever else kind of things away from all that stuff. So whatever. So when I was living with mom full time, it was like, whatever. Not necessarily TV show related, but Christmas of 1992. I got the Super Nintendo and I played Super Mario World for 6.5 hours.
Oh my goodness. I don't blame you. Oh God.
So yeah, no, I had lots of TV time. It's why I have no brain right now. See, kids, TV rots your brains. Don't watch too much TV.
Totally.
Now I put quotes around this because it's not. It's well,
That's funny. Okay, hold on. I'm going to ask this. What was the first adult show you remember watching or falling in love with?
The Playboy Channel.
Oh my! Oh my!
Well, you asked the question. No. Again, for the context, folks, adult show being for the adults, like
not like with
family
morals
ties
for the kids.
Not triple X, not cartoon, but adult comedies. Like I said, Family Ties. And again, I always make this distinction, and I will forever make this distinction. I can fall in love with a TV show and its characters, and I don't have to, even though I am completely just about the person in real life.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I don't have to hate the fiction that the person created, because there were other writers that were writing that stuff, and that person, The Cosby Show, like, I'm not going to poo-poo on The Cosby Show just because Bill Cosby himself was a monster and is a monster.
Yeah. It was a decent show.
I grew up on that show. That show taught me how to distinguish from the houses I knew where I got candy from on Halloween and the houses I didn't know that I got candy from on Halloween. It taught me life lessons. It taught me how to deal with the dentist. I still don't like dealing with the dentist, but it taught me how to not be in fear of dentists as a kid, kind of thing. Like, it taught me a life lesson kind of thing.
It does. TV shows like that, they have morals written in and lessons and stuff like that.
Yep.
So what you're talking about is adult show, like something that's just meant to entertain you.
Yeah, exactly. It's all entertainment. And that's how I've always looked at it, is entertainment. That's how I've looked at us doing the podcast here at Studio 2009 and the entire Geekcast Radio Network. We are here to entertain you. We are not here to bring real life stuff. We're bringing our real life, telling you our experiences and things and whatever else into it, but we're not here to bring drama. I mean,
okay, the first adult show that I remember watching or falling in love with was like, they were game shows, like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, things that made me think. And then there was this one, Hollywood Squares?
Hollywood Squares, yeah.
Oh, I loved that. It made me laugh so much.
Yeah,
I loved that one.
Welcome back to Biography's tribute to Gilbert Gottfried. Valerie, your turn.
Gilbert Gottfried for the win.
For the win, yes. All right, Gilbert. Steve Austin. Steve Austin is a big, bad professional wrestler fully known as...
Tubby! No, I know this one, because I used to wrestle with Steve Austin. The Crusher.
The Crusher.
I'll agree.
You fool!
Stone Cold, bro.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, Officer Dave. Gilbert Gottfried for the win. Gilbert Gottfried for the win. By the way, if we run out of time during this or any other game, we're all going out for drinks.
Hollywood Squares. Gotta love Hollywood Squares. Good old Tom Bergeron. It pretty much, like I just said, I mean, I count the game shows as a whole separate category, but you're right. Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, like we mentioned, Hollywood Squares. It was a show. As a kid, I got the biggest shock of my life when I'm like, what's Alex Trebek doing on daytime? Why is the guy from Jeopardy on a daytime game? Classic concentration. Green take, red take, green take, red take. Oh my God, you win all this stuff at the end of this game show, you get a car. If you can do this, you can get a car. I'm like, oh my God, I love Classic Concentration. Oh man, I love that show. Because it was Alex. Saw that. Oh man, I'll show you stuff for after the podcast. Oh no, it was so cool. It was because again, it was. You think of Jeopardy, you think of Alex, and you think of, question and answer and Clue and this, that, and the other thing. Classic Concentration was them doing question and answer, but it wasn't them giving it was him asking the question, them giving the answer, and then a piece of the puzzle, because it was a puzzle game thing, would reveal. It was basically it was kind of like Wheel of Fortune without the wheel. Almost, but it was called Classic anyway, there's a whole thing. There's a whole thing I can show you about later. Anyway, absolutely. And then like Family Ties was a whole other, oh my God, Alex P. Keaton and wanting to be and we're not getting into politics here, but
I didn't consider those as adult shows. No.
Oh no,
like
I did.
Full House and stuff like that. I never considered those as adult shows. Because they had a moral built in.
They did, but they weren't
a lesson. I think it was for like preteens and teens. It wasn't really an adult show.
All right, fine. Knight Rider, Airwolf, and A-Team. You can't tell me those are kid shows. Those are action, 80s action. Magnum
No, absolutely not. I know the one with Mr. T. I know that one.
The A-Team, yep.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I know about that one. So, yeah.
I pity the fool.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, but
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
But did you have any favorite TV characters when you were growing up?
Oh, tons. I mean, and again, we're talking about the fictional. I feel like Ben Affleck talking to Jay and Silent Bob in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Fictional characters.
Michael like they're Knight. Characters, not who they actually are.
Yeah, Michael Knight from Knight Rider, Bill Cosby, and the entire Cosby cast.
Yeah.
Look at that Cosby, Mr. and Mrs. Huxtable. You have a doctor and a lawyer as a husband and wife, and then they have all their kids that have all their personalities. You got Denise and Theo and I mean, it's just all of that stuff. And you got, oh my God, Rudy and her friend Peter, just all that stuff. But yeah, Michael Knight on Knight Rider is easily my favorite character out of all of the 80s live action television shows.
Where are we going, Michael?
We're going home, kid. Your family. We're going to the foundation.
One man can make a difference, Michael. I've had that line in my head for... Well, the show debuted in 82. Since I was 2 years old, essentially, even though I wouldn't actually watch the show until I was probably 6. So I can say this definitely. I've had that line in my brain for 40 years because it's been 40 years since that show ended.
One man can make a difference, Michael.
But yeah, tons. The other big one besides Michael Knight. Oh, what's his favorite character? You think I would know his catchphrase? I kill me. Alf. Oh my God. Alf started 40 years ago this year. I fucking love Alf. You say anything bad about Alf, I'll come right through this microphone.
No, nothing bad about Alf. That was funny.
Love Alf. Oh, so good. What about you?
I actually have 3 favorite characters.
Okay.
Growing up, and that's like in stages.
Okay.
Like when I was young, there was a show, Punky Brewster.
Yep.
And I was told that I looked exactly like Punky Brewster when I was around 5 or 6.
I could see it.
And And then there was Blossom.
Yep.
From, oh God, what was she from?
Blossom. That was the name of the show.
Oh, that was the name of the show? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And then Sabrina, the Teenage Witch.
Ah, yes.
Sabrina, yeah. And I named my my oldest daughter Sabrina. I was a teenager when I had her. So, yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, Blossom from Blossom always just kind of is like, okay, I see what you did there.
She was her own person.
Oh, yeah. No.
She didn't care what other people thought.
No.
And, like, that was a big thing for me because I've always been a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And so seeing that you can, just be who you are unapologetically, that was really a big thing for me.
Yep. Yeah. And the thing for me is, number one, yes, I've always tried to bend over backwards for people. Like, I've always tried to go out of my way the best that I possibly can in whatever way I possibly can, kind of thing. So I guess that goes back to Michael Knight, the one man can make a difference thing, even though most of the time when my depression kicks in, I don't think I make a difference sometimes. That's just when my depression kicks in, kind of thing. But yeah, no.
Negative self-talk, people. Negative self-talk will always be a bad thing.
Yes.
So if you're down, I've suffered with depression my entire life. When you're feeling so low that you can't think anything good about yourself or anything around you, just remember that, if somebody smiles at you, that can give you a warm feeling. So even if you're at your worst, always just smile, do something kind, because you can always make a difference, even if it's teeny tiny.
Yep. Remember, folks, it costs $0 to be kind.
Amen.
I feel like we did a certain person's streaming outro right there without actually doing
what you're talking about.
Liar. You liar.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, Chaos.
Were you loyal or partial to specific TV networks when you were a kid?
Kind of, yeah.
Which ones?
So this is funny. At first, I was loyal to NBC and then CBS, and then because again, it depended on where my shows were airing.
Yes,
like Knight Rider was on Knight Rider was on NBC. So, this show was on wherever my shows were. That's the network I was loyal to.
So you weren't really loyal. You were just partial.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, but again, it depends on where the shows were, really. But that question specifically kind of goes to Tom Brokaw, Peter Jennings, and Dan Rather. No, okay, hear me out here. They're just broadcasters. They just report the stuff. They're not the ones out there in the muck. They're just the ones out there in the muck getting the news. They're not making the news. So again, Brokaw was NBC, Jennings was ABC, and Rather was CBS. So I mentioned earlier about how you would have specifically in New England with WCVB Channel 5, which I think was the ABC affiliate. Oh God, I'm probably getting that wrong. I don't remember. Yeah, no, yes, I'm right. So go with me on this, folks. My brain is trying to you can hear the mouse just jumping around the wheel in my head. Channel 4, WBZ4 in Boston is CBS, Channel 5 is ABC, and Channel 7 is NBC. Okay, I got it. Yay. Because we're not counting Fox yet. We haven't even gotten up to Fox. Fox hasn't even reared its teenager head yet. But in those early days, before Fox was a thing, you had the three networks, as I've already mentioned. And for me, I would watch Channel 5, the ABC channel, because I liked their local news the best. I actually wrote in and got a letter back from their news team, Chet Curtis, Natalie Jacobson, and the weatherman, Dickie Albert. Chet and Dickie, I don't think, are no longer with us. I think they've both since passed as of this recording, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know I'm right on that. But with that, again, that 5:30, 6 o'clock news, that's all local. And then the 6:30 broadcast was the world news, whichever world news, whatever, world news tonight was ABC, was Peter Jennings. Peter Jennings was Canadian. He just reported the news here in the U.S. He had no, like, NBC and CBS, Brokaw and Rather, they were the fighters, because they were the U.S. political propaganda stuff. Like, I'm not saying anything about either one of those men, but those channels were the U.S. propaganda channels of fighting it out between this side and that side, whereas ABC was ground neutral. So, yeah. Where the hell are we? I don't even remember. Civic Networks. So as far as those three go, really wherever my shows were airing, that's the network I watched. And then once Fox entered the realm of television, it was a free-for-all. Because it was like, ooh, Sunday night, animation domination, Simpsons on at 8 p.m., let's go. And that's you'll have to ask me about The Simpsons later during the parents wouldn't let me watch a certain thing. That's a whole other story for later. But yeah, no, once Fox entered the thing, it was whatever. And then once other networks, as we get, through the 90s and the 2000s, and then we get to all the choices we want in the world, it wasn't really a thing. But in my youth and as a kid, it was like, oh yeah, definitely loyal to certain things. But it was at first it was wherever my shows were. And then it was like, okay, I'll watch this Peter Jennings guy for a while. What about you?
Really? I remember CB.
CBS?
No, CB.
CB?
It was CB.
What the hell?
I don't know. It's where like Buffy and Angel.
Oh, WB.
WB. Why do I want CB?
It's okay. It's okay. Yep. Buffy and Angel were on WB. Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, that's WB. I really enjoyed that.
Yep. WWWB. When streaming came along, did you resist it at first? What was the first streaming show that drew you in?
No, I did not resist it at first. I had no idea how to do it. But once I figured it out and everything, I believe, honestly, it was Netflix or Hulu. I can't remember which one.
Yep.
And it was a TV show. I can't remember what one. I'm so sorry. But I literally sat there and binge watched this entire TV show, like 4 or 5 seasons in like 3 days. No lie. Me and my kids sat there with popcorn and we were just going.
It was probably Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, with my kids. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm trying to think of the early days of either one of those networks. What would you sit there and binge for?
I don't know.
It wasn't House of Cards.
No, I can't remember. It was so long ago. Like, my kids were little.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that was the good thing about the early days of streaming and Netflix basically, it's kind of funny how the flip-flop the whole streaming thing has just really flip-flopped since the beginning. For me, right before streaming hit, Netflix had just started, but they were doing their Oh, mail away DVDs. Yeah, I didn't do that. I went out to I went out to my local McDonald's. I got me a #1 Big Mac, large fries, and a Diet Coke. And I went outside right next to the McDonald's, right in the parking lot, right there by the drive-thru, was standing a red box kiosk. And I got a DVD right out of the red box. That's what I would do. And as I would do that, Redbox would send me free DVD rental codes if I rented enough DVDs from the Redbox.
Oh God.
And it's true. No, it's true. Like there wasn't nothing like getting a free $1 rental code for a DVD out of a red. Oh man, it was so good. But then streaming obviously hit Netflix and Hulu, like you were saying. I had them both, actually. And actually, funny thing, folks, and most people, if you've been around the Geekcast Radio Network long enough, you may know this story. I know Steve Megatron knows this story because obviously he's my best friend in the world and he co-created the network along with me. We here at the Geekcast Radio Network got death threats over Netflix versus Hulu. I don't know who it was. I don't know what had happened. I forget what it was. We were doing an episode of Altered Geek, or we were doing an episode of Geekcast. We did the very first streaming episode. It was episode 28 or 29. Where we said we liked one streaming service over the other because of this, and this. And then somebody sent in a death threat of, if you don't talk about this, or this because of this, and this, we're gonna blah, blah. And we were like, okay, well then, block you. Cause no, we ain't dealing with that. Like over a streaming service. I mean, come on. Everybody has their preferences, but you're going to threaten to kill us because we promote Hulu over Netflix. Now, in the early days, Netflix did this thing where they would drop entire seasons of stuff. They would drop 13 episode seasons, 26 episode seasons, this, that, and the other thing. Now Netflix does these micro seasons of here's 6 episodes for this season, 6 episodes for that. I am old school TV where I feel like a season of a television show should be no less than 13 episodes. And it should be no more than 26 or, something like that. It should have some sort of heft and substantial. Like, if you're not watching a whole season of television that isn't at least 24 hours for a whole season, like for an hour-long show, like I don't know, whatever, it's just what it is. And they went down and down and down. And then when Hulu started, it was like, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. And we're going to have this exclusivity. We're going to have this live service, and this. And now we have all these streaming services going back to what cable was, where you're going to wait a week until you can watch the next episode. So here's what I do on any of my shows that I want to wait or that I want to watch, other than one, because I just can't wait because I have to watch it. There's only been one show in a long time that I will wait for every week, but everything else I will wait until it's fully completed. I will not watch a show now until it's fully completed and I can binge it. And that's how I've been up until 2024. 2024. High Potential, new ABC show starring Caitlin Olsen and others. I don't have their names popped up on my screen right now at the moment, but Caitlin Olsen plays Morgan. Oh, God, what's her? Morgan, what the hell's her last name? I don't have it in front of me, but anyway, she plays the lead character, and it's been going on for 2 seasons now. They're in the middle of the 2nd season of High Potential, and it's getting a 3rd season. Yay! I will wait a week for that, and I will watch that as new episodes come out. Before that show happened, before that show was a thing, for years now, since they've gone back to the model of you must wait a week. Every Disney, every Marvel show every Marvel television show that has appeared on Disney Plus, I haven't watched any of them. After I watched Hawkeye, I watched all the seasons. I think they only have one season of Hawkeye. I watched the one season of Hawkeye for 6 weeks. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait. Because I'm a binger. Because I'm a podcaster, I want to be able to binge a whole show and talk about a whole season. I don't want to just talk about one episode and then have to come back and talk about the next. I want to talk about the whole story. I don't want to talk about this part of the story and then that part of the so yeah, no, I don't do this. So yeah, streaming, yeah, when it came along, I didn't resist it because I was one of those people where, ooh, an easier way to do things. Work smarter, not harder, kind of thing. So yeah, streaming, yeah, it is what it is. Do we still watch broadcast TV or cable? Why or why not? I do not still watch broadcast or cable. I mean, technically, I guess streaming is cable, but I don't actively. All of the stuff that's on my TV is streaming services. Like YouTube is more than a streaming service. YouTube is a video platform where multiple creators can create videos on it like you do and like all of our friends do and things like that. But YouTube is also a streaming platform where you can watch things like stuff on ABC or stuff on, all the other stuff. But it's one of those things where I view YouTube as a video platform, not a streaming platform kind of thing. But yeah, the broadcast, like, I don't know. I don't flick through channels. I use my voice remote to flick through, click the voice button, HBO Max, click the voice button, Netflix, click the voice button, Disney Plus, and it pulls each one of them up for me from when I want them. What about you?
No, I don't watch TV or cable, broadcast TV or cable, because broadcast TV, like, when am I sitting in front of my TV? I'm like always in front of my computer, or I'm doing, housework or whatever else that's not in front of my computer. So why on earth would I, go ahead like, oh, this show's at this time, I have to, go ahead and no, I got enough of that in my life. I don't need to schedule when I'm entertained.
Yep. After all, I'm entertaining enough, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
All right. Can you give me your top 10 shows of all time? Go.
I don't know about top 10, but let's see.
Top 5 at least.
Full House has got to be in there. Buffy, Angel, Charmed. Absolutely Charmed. I think Charmed would be number 1. Charmed would be number 1. Then Angel, then Buffy, then Full House, and then Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh, very cool.
I don't believe it. Tobias is spying on us with a telescope. Some people have no moral compass.
Salem, you've got to help me. I've got to get my license. Don't you know anything about the family secret?
Oh, Sabrina, you know what you could do for me? Order this water balloon catapult from Abercrombie & Witch.
No. Isn't there some distant relative nobody ever talks about? Like the black sheep?
Well, there is your Aunt Dorma.
Dorma? I've never heard of her.
Hence the secret part. Yes! Tobias and the paper just headed into the loo. That should give me enough time to TP his house. Hello, I'm Mr. Saberhagen, and you may refer to me as Mr. Saberhagen.
How did I end up with you as my tutor?
Hey, I solved my family secret with only 2 clues. Now, Let's turn to the puzzle board. Let's remove the dirty clothes from the puzzle board. That's not a Stairmaster, young lady.
Okay, well, I know this clue. Spellman, so the family secret must be about us.
Look out, Harvard.
All right, so some of these numbers change. But the top two do not. Number 2 and number 1 most likely do not. They sometimes will interchange with each other, but most likely they do not change ever. But anything from number 3 to number 10 will change a lot. But these are shows that I want to go back to at some point. Some I'm actually going back to currently. We actually did finish the Boy Meets World portion of Podcaster Meets World. Steve and I did. We did finish all 7 seasons. We do have to do Girl Meets World, which was the sequel series to that. But here we go. Mine top 10.
Oh, you're number 5. That can go on my list too.
The
that
Shield.
Was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, gee. That's right. You can see my screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? Damn it, woman.
Sorry.
Scare the crap out of me. I'm like, oh my God, what is she stalking? I'm like, right. She can see my screen still. I forgot we had that still going. Oh boy. Anyway, number 10, The Cosby Show.
Sandra, what are you saying? You have always wanted to go to law school. You've never talked about anything else.
I changed my mind.
Change it back. After all the money we spent sending you to Princeton? Sandra, you owe us $79,648.22, and I want my money now. I'm not going anywhere till I get my money. Whatever she's got, empty her pockets. I want to know now. No, I'm not having this. No.
Well, really, both of us, we have to be calm.
You calm down. If Elvin thinks that he is going to come in here and drag my baby off into some harebrained business scheme and ruin what is potentially the greatest legal mind of this century, he's going to have me to deal with. And then he can come to you for treatment.
I already mentioned it taught me life lessons. It taught me certain things about how to act in life, how to grow up, how to be responsible, how to do things. So Girl Meets World is my number 9. Aired its first episode in 2014. It ran for 3 seasons. So 2014 to 2017. Boy Meets World, which is my number 7, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But Girl Meets World is the sequel series to Boy Meets World. Boy Meets World ran from 93 to 2000. In 2014, I was, how old was I?
24.
Oh, please tell me your math is correct, because that would
I have no idea.
Insulting if, no, thank you. I appreciate that. That's 10 years younger than I actually was. I was 34.
Oh, my bad.
34. No. Okay. I appreciate, all hail Queen Chaos. Yes. Best math ever. But I was 34 when Girl Meets World was.
You. I don't need to do math.
Yes, that's true. But you did it anyway. I was 34 when. Stop it. 34 when Girl Meets World came out. I thought then, and I think now, Girl Meets World did an excellent job of looking at the world in 2014 at that time. And I still think the lessons that were taught in Girl Meets World and the things that those characters went through in that show are good lessons for the current generation today.
Isn't that one with Topanga?
Yeah. So is Boy Meets World.
As an adult, though.
Yeah. She and Corey. So at the end of, yeah. So Girl Meets World picks up years later. She and Corey move to New York. They have 2 kids. They have Riley and Augie. Corey is a school teacher in the New York City school system. She is a lawyer. She is a shark lawyer. as Mrs. I can't think of her name. It's Cloris Leachman plays the character that says she is a shark lawyer. But yes, it is Corey and Topanga. And it was just a fun sequel show. It got 3 seasons. It's got a lot of fun moments for the Boy Meets World fans, but it also has a lot of good modern day at that time lessons that I still think are good for this current generation in 2026. So there's that.
You never cared about what happened or what people thought. I mean, you blew up a mailbox. You turned Feeney's house into a bed and breakfast, and you ran away to find yourself like 76 times. This ain't new. You want to find yourself? Remember your reckless spontaneity. That's the best part of you. The greatest thing that ever happened to me.
Besides Mom.
I know my own life. Thank you. You've always been there for me. I always will be. One's for the girls. Give the people what they want. Yeah, all right. I remember Sean Hunter.
Well, does that change the way you feel about me?
Yeah, it does, Maya.
Number 8 is Angel.
Some type of puppet cancer.
I do not have puppet cancer. Come on, guys. This is a serious situation. I'm a puppet, and there are children's lives at... Hey, it's smile time!
I wasn't really a Buffy fan, I would say. I don't know. It's something I have to revisit and rediscover for Buffy. No, seriously. It's something
I was
yes.
a Buffy fan because of Faith.
I agree with that.
Elijah Dooku.
Yeah.
My God, that woman was a goddess.
Okay, so I have something that isn't going to be so something that isn't going to be so time consuming as a Buffy Angel podcast. I have another series. It's a short-lived series that we could do that has her in it playing a different character. It's called True Calling. I don't know if you've ever heard of that show.
I think I've heard of it.
I can show it to you off air. It's fine. We can look at it after the show. But anyway, but when did Buffy Buffy was 97?
I have no idea.
Buffy. I know when the original film came out.
Oh God, that was hilarious.
Oh my God, I pulled that out of my ass.
That was so funny.
I can't believe I pulled that out of my ass, folks. 1997 to 2003 is when the TV show aired. The movie was 1992. Okay, so with Angel, I got into the Angel character. I got into Buffy through the Angel character. And I got into several of his episodes that were on Buffy, like when he was on Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he got his own series in 1999, everything that happened in the year 1999 is extrinsically linked to my high school senior year. Because that's when I graduated high school. So anything happened. Yep.
I graduated in 97.
Yeah, you graduated a year early, 2 years or well. See, I was held back, unfortunately. I was supposed to graduate in 98 when I was 18.
I was supposed to graduate in 98 as well.
Yeah, see, you're the smart one of the two of us, Miss Shark Lawyer. Yeah, you graduated early. I graduated late only because my cerebral palsy ass couldn't climb the rope in PE class. They held me back.
I think that's so stupid.
Well, blame the evil stepmother that isn't my stepmother anymore. But anyway, we don't talk about that. But it's one of those things where I'm okay. I'm kind of like, I'm happy that I graduated in 99. I've never, ever had any like, am I still, they held me back because I couldn't climb a rope? Yeah, a little bit sometimes, whatever, it is what it is, but I blame that on a person that hasn't been in my life in almost 30 years or whatever. But 1999, oh my God. If I hadn't gotten held back, I wouldn't have been the only guy on the prom committee that year. It was me and 5 other girls.
Oh.
Hell yeah. It was me and the cheerleading squad, baby. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice, that's right. Anyway, so I got hooked on David Boreanaz as Angel. Yeah, he's a great actor, great character.
Yeah, he is.
And I got hooked on Angel, and I love the hell out of that show. Those 5 seasons. Oh man. And oh my God. In season 5, they pulled out all the stops. Oh. Season 5 is my favorite season.
Oh, don't get me started.
Go ahead. Say it. No, say it. Say it.
Say it.
Triple dog dare you. Say it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to fight the dragon. That was the worst fucking ending in the world. It fucking broke my heart to see my fucking family, man. They were my family and they were all dying and it was horrible. It was actually really great, but I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I kind of want to slay the dragon. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, God.
But before that, amazing, because they were supposed to get a 6th season. They were supposed to. There are comic books out there of the 6th season. There was a script for season 6, episode 1. Unfortunately, the network did something stupid, but having that ending be what it is, trust me. Having that ending be what it is, but there's one episode, there's actually many episodes in season 5 that were really great, but there's one episode in season 5 where I'm just like, oh my God, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Smile time.
Oh God, I hated that.
I love Smile Time.
I hated that one.
How you hate Smile Time?
The writers ran out of ideas.
No, that was so bad. No,
that was horrible.
That was the best.
That was so stupid.
It was the best. It was so good. It was the only time you could actively get a really awesome, a really cool, that had no effect on the rest of the season, and it allowed them to get their frustrations out on each other. The only time you could actively get a really good Spike and Angel fight out that had no consequence on the rest of the
it was
plot.
So stupid. It was stupid.
It was so good. What's wrong with you?
Everything. Short list or long list?
We'd be here all day for either one of them. But
hey, big guy. Need another car. Afraid this last one ended up in the drink.
Spike,
Look at you.
just turn around and walk away.
You're a...
Spike!
You're a bloody puppet!
You're a wee little puppet man. Ow! Hey, that's enough.
Angel, what the hell happened to you? You look ridiculous.
Get out of here, Spike.
Moving on, number 7 is Boy Meets World.
Listen to me. You and Topanga spent the last 3 Friday nights at home tearing up at chick flicks.
Excuse me, last Friday night, if you recall, Topanga and I spent a lovely evening at home watching no TV whatsoever.
You made jam!
It was preserves, Eric. It was preserves. There was a nifty little recipe in this couples magazine. See? I told them I was married to get a subscription discount.
Are you blind in the eyes, man? Huh? And you and Topanga are turning into an old, boring couple.
Eric, Topanga and I have been going out for 5 months, all right? And in our circle, we are considered young and hip.
Hun, how are the muffins doing?
I'll stick a fork in them, hun.
Hey. You go near that oven, I'll stick a fork in you. You wouldn't. Oh, I'd be doing you a favor.
Oh, stop being such a Weisenheim.
Boy Meets World. I came to that show very late. Like I mentioned earlier, it ran from 93 to 2000. I had seen the earlier seasons, maybe somewhere around 95 or 96. And then I was 15 or 16 at the time. And then I didn't see it again until late after it ended, actually. It was late 2000, early 2001. But that show, when I fully got a chance to sit down and watch it, I'm like, oh my God. And at that time in 2000 and 2001, we're talking about a time removed almost 20 years removed from when Knight Rider started. So when I first saw Boy Meets World, I'm like, holy crap, it's Kit. Why is Kit teaching these kids? Mr. Feeney, Bill Daniels, he is the voice of Kit in Knight Rider.
Oh, is he?
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Yes. I'm like, what's Kit doing out of the car? Put him back in the car, man. Have him teach the lessons from the car.
Michael, are you feeling better?
Kit? Where are you, buddy?
In the parking lot, Michael.
How long you been there?
Since they brought you here 9 days ago. You have no idea how many baby carriages and wheelchairs have bumped into me. So if for no other reason other than my dignity, please get up out of that hospital bed.
Soon, pal. Soon.
Michael, we both know you're strong enough to leave now. If you're going through an emotional crisis, having trouble resuming your life again, I may not be able to solve it, but I'm ready to listen.
Problem is, I don't know what life I want to resume again. If any.
But yeah, no. From Corey and Topanga to Sean and Angela, even to Eric. Eric in his early years, Eric when he grew up, Eric when he went crazy and became Mr. Squirrels. That show, currently right now, Pod Meets World is a podcast on iHeartRadio. It's been going since, I think, late 2019. It's with Ryder Strong, Daniel Fishel, and Will Friedle. So Eric, Topanga, and Sean, they are actually reviewing the entire series of
I don't remember Eric.
You don't remember Eric?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Really, I remember Sean.
Why can't you guys just believe that maybe Eric Matthews is good at something? Hey, I saw you with Lauren. Your ankle's fine. You lied to Topanga.
I didn't do anything.
You lied to Topanga.
Sean, all we did was talk.
All you did was talk?
That's it.
No kissy?
Just talky.
Why did you tell Topanga?
Why would I tell Topanga about something that's not going to turn into anything?
If it's not going to turn into anything, then how come you lied about your ankle?
Listen, I've been with Topanga forever, okay? I don't want to have feelings for another girl. I can't have feelings for another girl. Lauren will understand that.
Sure she will. Everything's fine. You don't have a problem at all. Read the Bible!
And obviously, Corey and Topanga.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Oh, the older brother, right?
Yeah, the older brother.
Okay.
You got him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good, then we don't need that. There we go.
Sorry, y'all.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, Eric was the older brother. He was always trying to do, he wasn't always crazy. He was always trying to find himself. In the beginning, he was all, oh my God, I gotta go on a date. I gotta go on this date. I've got this date, this date, this date, this date. And then he tried to find himself. He tried to find what he was supposed to be. And as the seasons progressed, by season 6, season 7, especially season 7. But by season 6, they kind of turned him wacky because they had to do something with him because they were on their way to college. And by the time they get to college in season 7, they just go full blown whack job with Eric. So Boy Meets World. But the cool thing about Boy Meets World for me is I think Boy Meets World, even though Corey Matthews and Topanga, Corey Matthews specifically, is the main quote unquote boy.
Mm-hmm.
You see him with Sean Hunter and you see them grow up from season 1 to season 7. I think Sean is the more interesting quote unquote boy meeting the world or going through the world than Corey is.
Because what they did with that show was they made a main character, a main family.
Yep.
Which would go through, the normal struggles and everything like that.
Yep.
But then they brought in this other character, Sean, who was going through a lot more struggles.
Yep.
And they didn't show a lot of that because, it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
But they were representing that class of, kids.
Yep.
And I really appreciated that.
Yeah, I so appreciated it. It was so good. I absolutely love Sean, and I love what eventually that Girl Meets World does for Sean's character. That's why it's one of the reasons why I absolutely love Girl Meets World, because Sean, spoilers, gets a happy ending.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll have to watch that sometime at some point. All right, number 6 for me. Alien life form Alf. Oh my god. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but
Has anybody seen the yellow ribbon?
I don't know. What color is it? Ha! Yeah! I kill me!
You kill me!
Willie Tanner, Kate Tanner, Brian, and Andrea Tanner, the Tanner family. They live somewhere, I don't know, USA. I forget what the actual town is called. I don't have.
Hide your cats, people. Hide your cats.
Hey, wait a second here.
Hide your cats.
Wonder if they were really trying to say something about that. Anyway, Alf, he likes the pee. Anyway, never mind. But yeah, so the Tanner family opens. I remember, I don't even have to read this from anything. The pilot opens with Willie Tanner out in the garage. He's trying to make contact with the outer limits. He's trying to make contact with outer space. He's on his CB radio, and he's I remember going through this phase with not my grandfather, maybe it was my uncles, or maybe it was my cousin, Robert. I remember this kind of phase back in the late 80s, not late, the early to mid 80s, when I was a really young kid, where somebody would have a CB radio and try to contact, and I'm just like, nowadays, and even when I was a teenager, I'm like,
to talk to truckers on CB.
Yeah. That's the only thing you're gonna get is alrighty. I'm downshifting onto this here highway, and we're going.
Watch your 40.
Yeah. Watch your 40. We're going 55 on the dime, and we're doing it. You're not gonna get any alien whatever.
10-4, good buddy.
10-4, good chaos. There we go. All right. We're not going to get any alien life forms, but they get an alien life form, and they have to take care of it. And we come to find out he is from Melmac, and they have Boolia baseball. I used to have all kinds of Boolia baseball cards and everything else. And Alf, I love. I kill me. Oh my God. Just him doing the Bob Seger thing with old time rock and roll. Oh my God. I love that scene. Alf was just so funny. Number 5, The Shield. The Shield essentially launched the FX network.
National security. Don't tell a goddamn soul.
In March 12th, 2002. I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh, God. The Shield was Michael Chiklis, CCH Pounder, Walton Goggins, and a whole bunch of other people. But it was, I just said Michael Chiklis. He was the Commish before this. He was the lead character on the TV show The Commish. And he would go on to be Ben Grimm, the Thing, in the first and second Fantastic Four films from 2005 and 2007. So he would go on to be a superhero at some point. But The Shield, oh man, I remember watching. I was 22 years. Yes, what?
Was that with Daisy on it?
Daisy? Who's
Like,
Daisy?
were there mutants?
Oh, you're thinking of No Ordinary Family.
No, it was with Coulson, with Agent Coulson.
Oh, yeah. No, this is the Fantastic Four 2005.
No, I'm not talking about Fantastic Five. I'm talking about our Fantastic Four. I'm talking about the Shield.
Oh, no. No, hold on. The Shield 2002. This is a cop drama.
Oh!
This is the cop drama. No. You're thinking of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's what you're thinking of.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. My bad.
No worries. You're thinking of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
My bad.
But this is The Shield, done by Sean Ryan, who I will talk about later, because he did some writing for Nash Bridges, but created by Sean Ryan. This is the first cop drama I had ever seen on cable television that basically broke all barriers. Literally, the first episode, it is the first time ever you would have heard shit on cable television. Not bleeped, not anything. It's in a scene where Vic Mackey, played by Michael Chiklis, goes up to a criminal and basically rips a whole dime bag or whatever kind of bag of whatever drugs it is, basically rips it out from the guy's balls. And he's like, holy shit, Mackey. Yeah. So, yeah. But The Shield is 7 seasons. It's a cop drama. It's so good. I absolutely love it. We have, I think, my buddy Ryan, the Uneven Flow Merkley, and I have done, I think, 2 or 3 seasons of The Shield on the podcast. I don't remember. We have done we've done 2 seasons. So we've done 2 seasons of The Shield. We'll have to get back to that at some point. But I absolutely love that show. It's just one of the more gritty, grindy. It's very, very, very cool. I absolutely love The Shield. And then number 4, I pity the fool. It's the A-Team. I love it when a plan comes together.
I love when a plan comes together.
The A-Team. Oh my God, the A-Team. These guys.
And sometimes they just like to change your channel and send that crumb-ola attitude of yours right on back to Mr. Rogers' neck of the woods. You know what I mean?
Channel change your Murdoch?
Yeah. I mean, it's usually for me. You know, if I get tired of Ozzy and Murdoch, or I Love Murdoch, or Murdoch for a day, I just flip through the dial and it's time for Bachelor Murdoch, or Have Murdoch Will Travel. Like this. And now it's time for the weather. See what I mean?
I'm warning you, sucker. Any more of this TV talking, I'm gonna snap off your rabbit ears for good.
Take it easy, B.A.
Hold on. Was it 1982? These guys, they just, you put these guys in a room and give them, basically these guys are, it's Hannibal Smith, Templeton Peck, Murdoch, and B.A. It's 4 guys. You put them in a room with basically nothing. They're basically it's basically MacGyver, but it's 4 guys instead of 1. And they can basically do anything. And it's 5 seasons of this show, and they do some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my entire life. And some of the coolest things they've ever done in that show is because when that show was airing, it was a weekly thing. Like, best thing is if they ever had to fly every week, if they had to fly, okay, who's going to trick BA to get him to fly this time? Because BA, played by Mr. T, BA Baracus, I ain't going on no plane, sucker. You ain't getting me on that plane, sucker. All right, BA, here you go. I'm just going to give you a big hug. Literally would stick him in the neck with a needle as they're hugging him, and somebody would have to catch him and carry him on the plane, and he would wake up because they wouldn't give him enough of the drug or whatever. Sucker, why am I on this plane, sucker? And what? Oh my God, it's so good. So fun. Like I mentioned earlier, I've mentioned a few times Airwolf. Oh my God. This is a show that had 4 seasons. It had a revival. I mean, the 4th season technically was a revival. But Jan Michael Vincent, Ernest Borgnine played Jan Michael Vincent played Stringfellow Hawk. Ernest Borgnine played Dominic Santini, and it was this stealth black helicopter that went on secret government missions for this firm, this outfit called The Firm, and you had Alex Cord playing Archangel, and they would go on these secret missions. And what captivated me most about this was how they got the missions done. Yes, the acting is great and everything else, but it's that damn helicopter. It's that damn vehicle. You see that vehicle fly in one of those episodes, and it just, oh God, it's just the stealthiness of it and everything else. And as a kid, and I know I was a kid and I was hallucinating, I used to hallucinate that I would see that helicopter. Like if I was out at my uncle's and we were on the swing set or whatever with my cousins, after I would get off the swings, I'd turn around in the distance, like off and back where they had, like, where's the helicopter going? Wasn't no damn Airwolf, but I just, oh God, it was so absolutely love Airwolf. Number 2, you would think, folks, that I would like Miami Vice. I actually, as a kid, could not stand Miami Vice. I was not I spelled that completely wrong. Didn't anybody tell me? People are watching. Why didn't you tell me? Anyway, people would think that I would love Miami. I could not stand Miami Vice as a kid. I got to rewatch it and get into it, but I could not stand Miami Vice as a kid. But I loved a later show that Don Johnson did from 1996 to 2001 on CBS called Nash Bridges with Cheech Marin. It's another cop show played in San Francisco. Just absolutely loved it. And like I said, it had 6 seasons, had a whole bunch of guest stars, had a whole bunch of, it actually had, what's his name? The other guy from Miami Vice did a guest appearance. Philip Michael Thomas or something. I'm probably screwing that up, folks, so sorry. Actually, Chong came on and did an episode, so they did a Cheech and Chong reunion too. What I love about Nash Bridges is that every cop drama that they've ever done in television history, it's either LA, Chicago, New York, it's this, it's that, it's whatever. It's all these, the cities you normally think. This is out in San Francisco. Not a lot of cop dramas, at least not in 1996, were done in San Francisco.
Nash Harvard. Yeah, no, there's no luck.
What do you want? Now, do you see how easy that was? We're looking for a guy that's making some wonky steroids.
You know, like the kind you sold to Bart Mackey?
Hey, this is my gig. Back off, Bubba. I'm in no mood.
And it was just so fun. Absolutely so fun. And then my number 1 is the show that I have lived by for the last, 40 years, almost 40 years of my life since it ended. And that's Michael Knight, Kit, and that's Knight Rider. And it had 4 seasons. It had however many episodes it has. I have the new complete series Blu-ray set to my right over there on my desk that I need to get out and throw in my Blu-ray player at some point. And this show had good and bad episodes.
There's something I gotta tell you.
I had you on my monitor, and I don't understand. This is your life. You're programmed the same way I am.
I'll think of it this way. My computer banks are overtaxed. Kid, there comes a time in your life you just can't do anymore when all your energies have been used up.
Michael, will that happen to me?
No, you don't have to worry about that. Goodbye, pal.
Michael, I may not be flesh and blood, but I am a friend. And I wish you happiness. But I still don't understand.
In a way, neither do I.
But what I loved about this show was, at that time in the 80s, the tech that this car had. Oh my God. Turbo boost, ski mode. It had so many cool things. And it had a couple of revivals. It had a really bad 90s revival called Team Knight Rider that nobody wants to talk about. It had a 2000 film that was a reunion film that was pretty good. Had a 2008 reboot that I really enjoyed that nobody else seems to enjoy. But the original show with David Hasselhoff and Edward Mulhare and Patricia McPherson and Peter Peros and all those guys, done by Glenn A. Larson, who was a great, great TV producer and writer and all that, just absolutely love it. And there's a line somewhere in one of my notes. I forget where it is. I don't think it's in this script. I'm pretty sure it's not in this script. No, it's not. It's somewhere.
Dear friends and family, you are gathered here to witness the marriage between Michael and Stevie. Michael, do you take Stevie as your wife to love her and to protect her and care for her for the rest of your life?
I do.
Stevie, do you take Michael as your husband, submitting unto him, showing reverence to him in the union for the rest of your life?
I do.
But yeah, so Knight Rider is my number one. There you go, folks. But yeah, top 10 TV shows of all time for us. What defines a good story to you in television?
Now, a good story to me is something that has at least a few characters that really draw you in, that make you feel like, wow, that's really relatable. Or, just even like far out kind of fantasy kind of stuff. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen. A good story, it definitely has to like have a flow to it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feel something for the characters. Otherwise, it gets really boring and you just shut it down.
Yep.
A good story, definition of a good story is Angel. Okay?
Okay.
Angel had some, bits and pieces that were like really, but you really felt for the characters, and you started like, oh, Cordelia and Angel, yes, and then no, because, Angel will become jealous and it's like this big thing. And like, I loved that. And the ending was amazing. I hated it because I didn't want it.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. And, that kind of answers the next question as well,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so for me, all the things you said, but it's also the characters have to have chemistry with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have characters that are just
there for the paycheck.
Yeah, but that's how the actors may act out what's written. The writing has to have the characters be to the point of It can't just be bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Bong, bong,
And
bong, 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 bong. Like
okay.
you have to.
And
I don't know.
like they have to bounce off of each other. They have to have.
Yeah.
I understand that they have to have good chemistry, but
Yeah.
good chemistry also comes in to the story, like with the quote unquote hero and the quote unquote villain.
Yep.
You know, I love when like Angel and Spike. It's Spike,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. And I loved their chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, and it's I get what you're saying, and I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you have to be able to bounce off of each other, but that also has to be written correctly. That has to be written to the point of you have to write down, you have to think in your head what voice you want to give the characters, and you have to tell the actors, hey, this is the voice, like, this is what I perceive your voice to be for this character. Please do your best to embody that. And then, again, taking Angel and Spike as examples, David Boreanaz has the way that he portrayed the character. James Marsters, same thing. Again, perfect example. I know you don't like the episode, but Smile Time is that perfect example of, get out of here, Spike. You've let yourself go, Angel. Like that whole back and forth with them is a perfect example of how well to write those two characters, of the animosity that they have for each other, and just it's just so good. Oh boy. Who are some of your favorite TV actors and actresses?
David Boreanaz, Angel and everything like that. Elijah Dushku, obviously.
We've never really met, have we?
So what are you waiting for? Come out and give me a kiss.
How are you feeling?
Like I did mushrooms and got eaten by a bear.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
You headed out?
Yeah, no tears, big guy.
Nah, I'm good. I just wish I could have seen you kicking the crap out of Junior here.
It was pretty funny. Are you the bad slayer now? Am I the good slayer now? Hey, to each his own, man. This one guy I ran with, he'd like me to dress up like a schoolgirl and take this friggin' bullwhip. Hey, how old are you?
17.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a real nice 7-Up, okay? Demons, vampires, women in the penitentiary system, none of that freaks me out.
That's exactly what the first does. Find your Achilles heel.
No, it just talked to me. What, it does a heal thing, too? Thank God we're hot chicks with superpowers.
Takes the edge off.
Comforting.
Faith and a couple other things that she played. She played in like a doll thing. I can't remember the name of it, but
Dollhouse. I forget what the character's name was, but the series is Dollhouse. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that guy's name? Nathan Fillion from Firefly?
Yeah. Nathan Fillion from Firefly.
Yeah, and he also let the Rookie and stuff like that.
Yep.
And he played in this one that I can't remember right now, but he was a writer.
Wait a minute, what was it?
He was a writer. He was working with the cops. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, Castle.
Castle. Yes, Castle. That was a great one. I loved that.
Yeah. I never actively watched Castle. I need to watch that at some point.
Yeah.
There's so many things I've focused on, and there's so many things that I haven't focused on. Mm-hmm. And it's not that I didn't want to. It's just that there's so much stuff that you can only watch so much stuff at one time. You got any more?
How about you?
Oh boy, we'll be here all night, all day, all whatever. There's a lot that I like for TV actors and actresses. Obviously, David Hasselhoff in his day. I like Mark Harmon when he was doing the NCIS stuff. David Boreanaz, like we said. I like Emily Vanderkamp or Van Camp, whatever, from Revenge. I like her.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that was a good show. Caitlin Olsen from High Potential, like her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many.
Yeah.
is there a criminally underrated show that you think everyone needs to watch?
Charmed.
I don't know. I think that's okay. Charmed.
I love it from beginning to end. I absolutely loved it.
For me, if you're not, it's a cop out, but I don't care because for as many buzzwords as I'm going to put in here, I'm just going to say it as many times as I can. If you're not already watching High Potential, watch High Potential.
Watch High Potential.
That's right.
Definitely.
Who changed our board? Who did this?
Who the hell is this?
Tampering with a criminal case is a serious crime.
If I see a mistake, I need to correct it.
What mistakes did you see?
I'm assuming you think this lady offed her husband, but someone was tied up with the curtain cord. There are no marks on the victim's wrist, so it wasn't him who was tied up.
We could use someone with your talents.
Me? Work with cops?
You're a single mom with 3 kids pretending to be a cop.
I am consulting. Got a dead body, gotta go.
Isn't that our cleaning lady?
Oh, I see you brought your baby to a crime scene.
The cleaning lady's rearranging my boards.
You see a cleaning lady. I see more. Morgan is a high potential intellectual. She has advanced cognitive abilities.
What is she supposed to do?
Spot the things my detectives miss.
So, what do you think happened?
All of the candles were melted down, except for this one. There was thrashing around, and bathwater put out this lone candle.
But was it murder?
100%.
What's the one series cancellation that destroyed you?
Angel.
Yeah.
It broke me. I was so attached to those characters.
Yeah, and the funny thing is back then, we didn't have as much, like we had the internet, but we didn't have as much of the internet as we have now. Like we couldn't just go on Google and find the information instantaneously that, like, the news didn't break overnight that it was canceled.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know immediately. Like there was
we knew what we knew when the fall lineup came out.
Yeah,
that's
we knew
when we knew.
Yeah, that's when we knew. Unfortunately. For me, I'm trying to think. One serious cancellation. It's only because I wanted more of the story.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Ringer?
No.
Okay. Ringer was a TV series in 2011.
CW, that's what I was looking for, not WB, CW.
Okay. They're the same thing, though. I mean, they kind of are. Yeah, so The Ringer got canceled. Well, The Ringer, unfortunately, didn't get a second season because Sarah Michelle Gellar was pregnant at the time. But Ringer was a really cool 22-episode, one-season thing. Maybe it's something we'll cover on the podcast at some point. It's a murder mystery kind of show. It's a crime thriller. So, crime thriller. It goes with your thriller theme. So there you go. But I really dug that show, and I was hoping for more of that because I loved all those characters. Favorite run or story arc of a series?
Well, what's yours?
Mine, it's got to be the... I didn't realize we were going to be all Angel in this episode. It's got to be the Beast storyline.
Warmer. warmer. You're smoking hot. But then again, you probably knew that. Honey, I brought a guest home for dinner. Let's eat.
What is this, Angelus?
This is a slayer. Say hi to the nice beast, Faith.
You dare to bring a slayer here?
Hey, I'm doing you a favor, Stonehenge. She's here to seriously mess up you and your boss's plans. So, question is, what do you do, hotshot? What do you do? Smile, Faith. Thought you'd enjoy a threesome.
Sure. Let's get it on.
It's got to be that whole thing leading up, that season 4 leading into season 5, and then that whole switch where they realize that they have to run Wolfram and Hart. Because again, season 5, like, don't get me wrong, I love seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Angel. I do. But season 4 and season 5 are the best 2 seasons of that show.
It got really interesting.
Yeah, it got really good. Really good. What about you?
That's the same right there. You reminded me that. And I remember, sitting down and like just being captivated by like, what are they thinking?
Mm-hmm.
And like finding out everything about Wolfram and Hart. Oh my God.
Yep. What is one TV show you can watch over and over again?
I'm going way off script here. The Golden Girls. I know, I'm lame. I don't care.
No, I love it. I love it.
Dorothy, at 2 a.m. this morning, I was entertaining a gentleman caller when she opened the door at the most inopportune time. I could have lost my balance and chipped a tooth.
You think that's annoying? She came into my room last night when I was reenacting the gangplank scene from Peter Pan. What the hell goes on at night in this house?
I haven't watched Golden Girls in such a long time. I see all kinds of clips and segments of the show on Instagram when I'm scrolling and do like, oh my God. I see like people will do captions of, this is how it's like when you abandon your family, insert whether it's your sister, your brother, whatever, and then you have Sophia and Blanche or somebody arguing, or Sophia will say something saucy or something, and it's like, oh Lord. For me though,
anything with Betty White for me.
Oh yeah, Betty White's awesome. Betty White, it is an amazing legend. One of the things with Betty White, when I catch clips of her on Instagram and stuff like that, is when I catch the clip of her on a game show and the game show host asks her a certain question that the answer is some sort of sexual connotation, and he immediately goes over to her and says, "Don't you say it." And then she says something completely different that he didn't expect, and it wasn't the sexual answer that he thought she was going to say. So good. Love Betty White. Betty White's amazing. For me, the one TV show I can watch over and over and over again, it's when I say watch, it's for me, I don't really watch, and folks that are listening know this because I say this all the time on the podcast. I don't watch TV like I used to. Mm-hmm. Because I've been a podcaster for almost 18 years, coming up this December. I watch TV to podcast about the TV shows I watch. I'm not sitting in I'm not sitting at my desk here just watching TV to watch it. I'm not laying in bed watching my 55-inch television just to watch things. So for me, TV shows are in the background, but I'm still paying attention to them. So for me, the one TV show that I can watch over and over and over again is the Catherine Morris, Tom Barry, Jeremy Ratchford. It's 2003's Cold Case from CBS. So I absolutely love that one. Is there one TV show that everyone watches or watched that you just can't get into? For me, I automatically know my answer to this. I have zero interest, and there isn't a single thing anyone, even the lovely ZeChaosQueen, could do to get me to watch this. There's like nothing. You could dangle anything in front of my face or in front of any other body part of mine, and I still would not watch the show. Lost. I refuse. I have zero interest in it. It's not my thing. I just would never watch it. What about you?
Beavis and Butthead.
It's TV for my bunghole. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. As much as I can tolerate clips of theirs, and I don't see many clips of theirs, but
yeah, I mean, it's funny, look, these two stupid, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
But having a whole series, seriously.
I mean, I get it why it was a whole series, and it's part of the TV zeitgeist, and it's part of cultural phenomenon and whatever else. But nowadays, I could never watch Beavis and Butthead on a regular basis. Nope. Are there any TV shows you regret spending time with? Oh, man.
I can't think of any.
I can't think of any because I don't seek things out that I don't want to, like, again, I podcast about TV. So I'm not and I'm one of those podcasts. I'd like to think I'm one of the podcasters that I want to watch stuff that I know, I want to watch stuff I know I'm going to like, but at the same time, even though I like it, I can still critique it. Like I said before, even though Knight Rider is my number one show, I still recognize there are plenty of problems with that television show. Same thing with Angel. Angel has a couple of bad episodes, or maybe it has more
than a couple.
My point is,
yeah, no, I get it.
For me, the good outweighs the bad, and for me, from December of 2008 to now, how long I've been podcasting, I have seen plenty of people who have started podcasts who have decided to be the negative podcast people. And that's what I'm going to call them, negative podcast people, where they're actively watching something to hate on it. And I don't want to sit here and call it hate watching because that's the term that is used nowadays. But back then it was more of, I'm going to watch this and I'm going to point out everything I don't like about it and not give you any reasons why I actually like it. That's not me. I don't want to put that out there. I can give you certain reasons why I think it's bad, or certain things that I didn't like about a certain thing. But overall, I am telling you why. Like, what was the movie we watched that you didn't like? Was that Before We Go?
I don't remember.
We watched a movie recently in the last couple of months that I really love, and you watched it with me, and you're like, yeah, I really didn't like that. And I'm like, oh, crap. Well, this has been a favorite movie of mine for almost a decade, and she didn't like it. Oh, no. Well, this is going to be an interesting podcast. We haven't recorded that yet, but we might have to watch that movie again to figure out if that was the movie. But
yeah.
But it's one of those, but you get my point though, right? Like, I'm sitting here saying that I have this opinion. Most of my opinion is going to be positive because I want to put positivity out there. But at the same time, I can be critical. I can look at, say, I see the flaws in this. I see how, yes, certain parts of insert TV show here. Certain episodes have bad things about it or are negative, but at the same time, I'm not giving you a wholly negative view of this thing kind of thing. I don't know. It is what it is.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Do you have a physical or digital media collection of TV shows?
And how large is it?
How large is it? How large is it?
Oh, you know. Yeah, it's pretty large. And it varies from place to place. I've got stuff on iTunes still. I've got stuff on all kinds of streaming platforms. I've got stuff on Fandango. But yeah, it's all over the place. Was there ever a moment where you were like, that's it, I'm done with TV? I don't think so. Not for me. What about you?
Not for you. For me, like a lot. Like even with the streaming stuff and everything, it's like a lot. Like that's it. I'm done. If something is like so freaking stupid, I can't handle it. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you watching right now, and what do you think our listeners should check out?
Oh, my goodness. I've been on a movie kick.
Yes.
So,
which the movie Origins is coming soon, folks. That's the next evolution of the Origins here at the GCRN. So there'll be 30 questions all about movies at some point, most likely at the end of 2026, early 2027. So she'll be back.
I'll be back. But I did start a series called High Potential.
Yep.
That I need to continue, and I think is a really, really good so far.
Yep. Yeah, I am in the middle of season 2 of High Potential. I'm a lot further along than she is, but we have started watching that. We are on season 1, episode 11 in our watch through together.
Yeah.
I am on season 2, episode whatever they're on, and holy crap. Oh boy, this show. It's so good. High Potential, folks. Check it out on ABC. If you can't catch it on ABC, catch it on Hulu the next day. So much easier to watch it on Hulu through Disney Plus. So there's that. What is your favorite TV show genre? Do you have different types of shows for different situations? Vegging out, date night, family night, group watch, etc.
Not really, and I kind of like everything and anything, as long as it has a tight story that could pull me in or is amusing. If it entertains me, then yeah, I'm down. And it really doesn't need to be a specific genre for like different days or events or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just whatever grabs your attention.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It just depends. I usually just point my friends or other people into certain things, or I'll say, hey, go over to this streaming service and watch High Potential now.
Not sponsored.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, Disney Plus and ABC do not sponsor the Geekcast Radio Network Studio 2009 podcast. We wish you
welcome
would.
to. Welcome to.
Welcome to. Yes, exactly. Do you have a my parents wouldn't let me watch that TV show story?
No.
Oh boy, do I have one. So it was 1989 or 1990 or I don't remember. It was right when The Simpsons started. My dad and my then stepmother were over at her brother's house. And it was Christmas of 1989. The very first episode, Santa's Little Helper, was on TV. It was the big night.
Oh, I remember Santa's Little Helper.
Yep. It was the big night. And it was the scene where Homer was doing something. I think he was choking Bart, or he was doing something. He was yelling at Bart. Well, yeah, but like he was yelling at Bart, or he was doing something, and then Bart said, ay caramba, or he said something. He did something. But anyway, They're like, oh my God, what are you watching on this TV? You can't watch this. This is too violent. This is too this. This is too that. So yeah, that was and I'm like, okay, it's just The Simpsons. And then later, in 1992, my then stepmother, thank God she's not my stepmother now, saw me watching Batman the Animated Series and then told me that was too violent. And I'm sitting here thinking, I was 12 years old. I had seen the Transformers when I was 6 years old in 1986. Same violence, just with superheroes 6 years later. What's the difference? Anyway, that's that. All right, folks, we are now entering the TV fantasy funland. If you could own any house or pad in the TV show, whose house would it be?
You first.
I would probably want to live at I'd probably want to live at the Flag Mansion on the Night Industries lot with the Knight Rider peoples. Yep. Hey, that mansion's nice. And it's got security. So there you go. What about you?
The Hollywell house. Charmed. The Charmed house.
There you go.
I think it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, that kitchen. Woo!
Yep, there you go. Whose TV show wardrobe would you steal?
Oh, Faith. Faith on Buffy. Faith, yes.
Very cool, very cool. For me, it's definitely Michael Knight's black leather jacket. Absolutely. If you could live in any TV show's universe, which one would you choose?
You go first. I have to think about this one.
It's, oh boy. It's either I could die in The Shield. That would not be good. I probably could die in any of the ones I'm thinking of, but I'll go Alf. I think Alf's a safe bet. I don't think Mr. Achmonic is going to come after me. I'm not an alien after all. I'm human. I could be best friends with Brian. Me, Brian, and Alf could all hang out and play cards or whatever. There you go.
I'm gonna say Angel. I really love the idea of like figuring out new monsters and stuff like that.
There you go. Oh boy, folks. Yes.
Who would be your top 3 TV characters you'd want to join in your friend squad?
Yes, my barbershop quartet. Here we go. So, I don't know how well some of these singing voices would be, but I know one of them would be all right since he does have a music career. It would be Michael Knight. It would be Alf. And it would be, let's see. I'm trying to think here. I'm gonna steal her. It'd be Faith. What about you?
Betty White. Elijah. And Alyssa Milano.
Ah, interesting. You went the Oh boy. If you could date any TV character, which one would it be?
Faith. Faith. Hands down, Faith.
For me, it would probably be, I'm trying to think. Oh, God, there's so many. Who was that one girl in that one show with the one thing?
That's helpful.
And it was upside down.
Oh, wow.
No, the thing. Oh, the lady with the thing in the no, the animal with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the thing. Hold on, I gotta look this up.
I don't think you're going to get very far with the lady with the thing and the animal and the thing.
The lady with the thing and the animal, and she was a cat lady. That would be man Jesse. That would be Victoria Pratt. So Victoria Pratt played. What'd she play? What the hell is her name? Shalimar Fox is a recombination of human and animal DNA. Feline pharaoh, giving her superhuman strength, agility, and senses and healing powers. After further mutation, she develops a sixth sense, which allows her to anticipate incoming danger to herself. So this is a TV show called Mutant X. It is from the year 2001. Love Mutant X.
I haven't seen that.
Yep. Well, we'll add that to the list. And this, if it'll pull up correctly. Okay, it's tiny. She's this one. She's the blonde.
Ooh.
See? Yeah. So, yeah, that'd be her. So that would be the one that I would want to date. All right. We are now exiting the TV fantasy funland.
Oh, man.
Is there a storyline or subject or something you're dying to see more of on television?
I don't know. I really don't know. I love documentaries, so, hey.
Yeah, we
more
got
of those.
We got plenty of, there's lots of those. We got Investigation Discovery, and we got a whole bunch of stuff out there with that stuff. For me, I don't know. With High Potential, I like the sort of originality out of it because it's a everyday mom character.
Yeah, but it's not an everyday mom.
Okay.
It's showing that in that story, I believe that they're showing that everybody's looking at this woman as lesser than.
Right.
Because she is a janitor.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna get to was
sorry.
It's an everyday mom with high. It's HPI is what it's called, but she has an IQ of over 160. She's essentially a super genius, and she's a janitor. She's a cleaning lady, and nobody really notices her until they actually have to notice her. And that's the interesting thing about that show, where she goes basically undetected. And we're in so far into the middle of season 2. It's like, oh my God, this is just so cool of a show. I want more originality like that. I need to check out the new show. I need to watch the new episode, probably what I'm going to do after we finish this recording. It's RJ Decker. It's with Scott Speedman from whatever show he used. I think he was on Felicity or something. I forget. Anyway, that's another show that it's kind of cool to me. But yeah, more shows like that, more original type stuff is what I would like. What is the one piece of advice you would give the TV watching fandom in general?
Broaden your horizon. Watch things that you don't think you would like, at least for one episode, because you might like it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. I usually have a 5-episode rule. I will give shows 5 episodes, and if in the 5 episodes, after 5 episodes, if they don't hook me, I will cut them and then I will go back later and whatever. But yeah, absolutely. Give everything at least one chance, folks. All right, we're going to go to a quick ad break and hear some ads and some other stuff. We'll come back to close the show right after this.
Last big party of the summer, folks. Let's go out with a bang. Hey everybody, it's Jason with $7 a pop in Mystery Grail. In case you didn't know, $7 a pop is your #1 stop for buying Funko Pops online. In addition to the thousands of Funko Pops that you can purchase right now, we have our popular Pop Shields and Pop Shield Armors, plus our Signature Series collection featuring authenticated signatures on Funko Pops. And join us on MysteryGrail.com for your weekly Funko Mystery Box. We have our Sunday drops every week at 3 p.m. Eastern and our themed Thursday drops every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. What a time to be a Mystery Grailer. Check us out on 7bucksapop.com and MysteryGrail.com. Plus on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
That's $7bucksapop.com.
Hey, that was fun!
Hello, geeks and geekettes! Looking for a podcast that covers a vast array of topics? Then check out Altered Geek Unleashed, where we discuss our thoughts on this week's geeky news, tech, gaming, television shows, movies, cartoons, comics, and more. So, get altered, get geeky with the Altered Geeks, every Friday on the Geekcast Radio Network.
Are you missing entertainment in your life? Welcome to Captain Ruggles Gaming. Whether it's guides, roleplay content, or our shenanigans with our collaborations with the 20 years standing strong Fart Clan, also known as Fast Action Response Team, or the Wrecking Crew, we have something for everyone. So join us when we traverse the cosmos of space games, survive the undead in zombie games, or just having fun in first-person shooters or random indie games. Visit us now at geekcastradio.com and youtube.com/@Captain Ruggles, or Google search Captain Ruggles Gaming. It's game time, and I'll see you out on the battlefield.
Because the world needs another movie podcast.
The Geekcast Radio Network presents for your listening pleasure the Cinema Geek.
Hosted by Amanda, Kevin, Matt, and Dan.
Each week we dive headfirst in the landscape of movies as we discuss movie news, play movie games,
go in-depth on reviews,
and even have a top 10 countdown or two.
Also, don't miss our director retrospective series, where we review noted directors' movies film by film. Bottom line is, if you love movies and love podcasts, you need to experience the Cinema Geeks.
You can find us on iTunes or geekcastradio.com.
Grab your helmets, because it's time to assemble Mask. Mask Mayhem is here with your hosts TFG1Mike, Optimus Solo, and brand new host Toon Master Tim. This podcast, covering all 75 episodes of Mask, will feature in-depth analysis of every episode, talking the toys, and more. Mask Mayhem will run 30 podcast episodes. You can find us on iTunes and www.geekcastradio.com. So get your spectrums ready, as podcasting is the ultimate weapon.
I know what we're doing today.
Okay, Michael, if we're going to tackle this podcast thing, we've got to do something really special. It has to be cool, daily, in audio form, and undetectable by radar. Something that screams summer. I know, let's do a Phineas and Ferb review podcast. We'll call it the Podcast Organization Without a Cool Acronym, or POWCA for short. What do you think?
I think if we're not careful, Candace is going to bust us.
You can find POWCA on the Geekcast Radio Network, iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, and all of the other methods you find podcasts.
Okay then, carry on.
On the Simplistic Reviews podcast, we talk movies. We talk TV. We talk...
Hello, Julie, what the heck are you doing?
Trying to make our spots sound more exciting by adding explosions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have got the point across with sound effects, not the real thing.
Download the show on iTunes or at simplisticreviews.blogspot.com.
I'm sure your insurance company will cover that.
No, they won't.
No, they probably won't.
Grr. Arg.
All right, folks, that's been the Origins in Television with myself, TFG1Mike, and the lovely ZeChaosQueen. Any final thoughts you would like to say, ma'am, before I run through the closing?
Check out my YouTube.
Where could they find that, and your Twitch?
Oh, on YouTube, you can find me as Chaos Queen.
Yep.
And on Twitch, you could find me at ZeChaosQueen /twitch.tv, I think.
Yep. Links will be in the show notes, folks, as always. Anything else you would like to say?
Yes, make sure to check out Mike's channel on YouTube as well. TGF. I've broken my brain.
TGOGs, that's right. TGOGs. Yes. I'm going to create that channel next. TGOGs. Yeah.
.com.org.uk.
Yeah. Oh boy.
.gov.
No. Please leave the government out of this.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the 180th episode of the podcast. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but we are 20 episodes away from 200. The countdown begins now. Yes. Countdown begins now. All right, TV fans, as always, we want to thank you for joining us here inside Studio 2009. If you'd like to get in contact with us, leave feedback for the show, there are several ways to do so. Visit the website, geekcastradio.com, where you can listen to and comment on all of our content. Plus, we now have a brand new fourth wall store on the website. Visit shop.geekcastradio.com. Send any email to feedback@geekcastradio.com. You can check us out on all the podcasting clients you choose to use. Follow us on Twitter at GeekCastRadio, at It's Studio 2009. I am at TFG1Mike. She is at ZeChaosQueens on Twitter.
Am I? Oh, cool.
Yeah, you are. You don't even know your own Twitter anymore.
No. Guys, become a fan on Facebook, Geekcast Radio Network, and Studio 2009 Podcasts.
There you go. Join us next time when we will be talking about its episode 181 with Origins in Television with my buddy Steve Megatron, co-creator of the Geekcast Radio Network. For now,
Megatron!
Yes. For now, I am TFG1Mike with
Chaos Queen.
Thank you for listening. Until next time, you'll hear us back in the studio soon.
Grr. Arg.
And in terms of a plan, we fight. Bit more specific?
Well, personally, I kind of want to slay the dragon. Let's go to work.
For now, I am TFG1Mike with... This is where you say your name.
ZeChaosQueen. Do you want to do that over again? Edit.
Yeah.
Don't die.
No, then you'd have to edit the podcast.
Okay, time out. I smell bacon cooking, and I am mad about it because I forgot to order bacon.
Oh no.
Okay, sorry.
Red, why are you cooking the bacon now?
Nah, that ain't Red. That's Cal.
Okay. Ooh, why are you cooking the bacon now?
Right? Ooh, come on.
At least give us the bacon while we're recording. Come on.
Right? Bring us some bacon.
That's right.
All right, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.